Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Finance with Avery. In this video, I'm going to do an overview of the Primis savings account because check that out right there. Yeah, as you see it on the screen right now, they have an APY of 5.03%. Yes, in my February top 10 savings accounts ranked by APY, they got #1 on the list. And one of the viewers of my previous video pointed this company out to me because I had never heard of Primis before. And they made a comment about, hey, I think it just said check them out, or they have a 5.03% APY or 5% APY, something like that. And so I looked into it, and yeah, they're right for sure. And I've been doing some research on this bank, finding out about their background, what stipulations, if any, with the account and everything. And so I thought it would be informative and helpful if I did a video overview of this Primis savings account, just so if anybody's interested in it, they'll learn more about the company, and I'm learning more about the company as well, and I want to share it with you all. So let's jump into the video right here. It's the Primis savings account. It states savings how it should be. And they say, call us crazy, but we think your savings account should actually help you save money. We'll make sure you earn while you save, and we'll never charge you fees for holding your money. Plus, you can open with just $1. So that's the minimum to open an account with them for their savings account is $1, and you have that 5.03% APY annual percentage yield. And they say that's effective as of January 30th, 2023. So I didn't know about this for the January video. Of course, that's right towards the end. But for the February video, they did get #1 on my list right here. And we're going to get some more information on the savings account right here. And then we're going to jump into the background of this company and let you know more about this company and the team of executives that are leading this company and everything. So let's get more to this account right here. So this is a straightforward interest rate of 4.92%, and that annual percentage yield, the APY, is 5.03%. That's usually how it is right there with the APY versus the interest rate. The interest rate is not the same as an APY, and that applies to other financial institutions and banks as well. When you see an APY of like 4.20% or 4%, that interest rate doesn't equate to that. It's usually about 0.10% less right here. And for Primis Financial, you see it's about 0.11% less. So it's usually around that range right there. We could pretty much deduct when you see an APY. Like that's not exactly the interest rate. Deduct a little bit from that at 0.10%, usually around there, and that's going to be your interest rate. And usually the company will list it on the website like Primis did right here, or when you sign up for the account, just to let you know what the exact interest rate is that you're going to be getting on your account and everything. So 4.92%, which is still the highest online savings account interest rate that I've seen anywhere lately, and at 5.03% APY for sure. And it says open for just $1, so that's the minimum amount to open this account. Free services like incoming wire. So incoming wire transfers are free. It says easy, simple banking and no cap, they say. While FDIC insurance covers $250,000, we won't cap your interest. There is no account maximum. So this account is FDIC insured, which stands for the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, which that's an independent agency created by Congress to maintain stability and public confidence in the nation's banks. And pretty much they guarantee and cover up to $250,000 of your money in the bank. So if this bank goes under, goes bankrupt, something happens where, you would think you can't access your funds, well, you would be covered under that FDIC insurance for up to $250,000. That's usually the standard. Sometimes you'll see FDIC insurance at financial institutions that is up to like $1 million or $2 million. And how they do that basically is that they kind of move around your money and your assets to different banks. And, they work with different banks. They call them program banks sometimes. And they'll move around maybe $250,000 over there, or $200,000 over there, or something like that. Whereas all your money will still be in that bank, that one financial institution that you open it up with, that you have your money with, but they spread it around to give you more of that FDIC insurance. But typically for most banks, most accounts and everything that you're banking with, that $250,000 is going to be the maximum that they'll cover for the FDIC insurance. So that's what it is right here with Primis, with their savings account right there. And it says you can open this account from anywhere across the United States, but there is a little asterisk right there. You see that little star? So let's scroll down and see what is the stipulation of that right there. Asterisk right there with saying you can open the account from anywhere across the United States. They're stating right here that the Primis deposit accounts are not available in Puerto Rico or other U.S. territories. So those are areas where you would not be able to open this account, but for all the states across the United States that aren't U.S. territories, that isn't Puerto Rico, you would be able to open this account right here. And so that's for what you will find in this account. What you won't find in this account, they state, is no minimum balances, no service fees, and no transaction limits. So it seems like there's no limits as far as how much you can withdraw, how many times you can withdraw, deposit, and everything like that. They have their customer service where you can call, email, or live chat with one of their Primis reps. So there's the phone number, there's the email. So same thing right here with the Primis savings, only $1 needed to open, no service fees, no transaction limits, free incoming wires. I want to see how much the outgoing wires are here because they're stating just for free incoming. So I'm curious to see about the outgoing as well. Let's see if we can explore Primis savings and find out more. Let's open up a couple other tabs here. Now here's a disclosure right here for the Primis savings. This should give us some more information, some of that fine print right here. So there's that minimum amount to open $1, but the minimum balance to avoid the maintenance fee, there is no minimum balance to avoid the maintenance fee. So you can open up with $1 and then take that dollar out and, you know, not have any fees or anything. But why would you want to do that? You want to earn that 4.92% interest rate or that 5.03% APY right there. And there's the variable rate. And of course, that is a variable rate. So that is subject to change. And these rates for these savings accounts have been on a trajectory of going up lately for sure, with the Fed fund rate being raised and everything. However, that's not guaranteed. Now, next month, this APY could drop to 4% or 4.92% or 4.8% or something like that. So you will be getting that APY. Whatever it changes to, that's what you'll be getting. You're not locking in this APY for a month or 6 months or a year, anything like that. This isn't a certificate of deposit account where you would be able to do that. This is a savings account that and pretty much all savings accounts that I've ever seen have variable rates. There's no fixed rate. Fixed rates are for, like, you know, certificate of deposits and bonds and different things like that. And so with the variable rate, it is subject to change, so you're not locking that in. So that's just something to notate right there. Yeah. But however, the good part about that is if this APY goes up to 5.10% or something like that or more next month, well, you would be getting that new higher APY as well. So it goes both ways. There's a good part about that and there is a not so good part about that. And it says their determination of the rate. It says at our discretion, we may change the interest rate on your account. So that's just more emphasis on it being a variable rate. So they're saying under what they look for, you know, there's different stipulations that banks look for. Obviously, you know, APYs and interest rate are different across various banks. So it's not some set standard that all banks have to adhere to where it's like, okay, this month we got to do this, or just, it just depends on the bank itself and how they want to, you know, appreciate their customers with the interest rate or how they use your money, because banks basically use your money, that are in your account to make money with. So it's not like they're just like let your money sit there and just paying you, you know, for having your money there. That's what they're doing. They're obviously with the interest rate, they're paying you for the ability to have your money right there. Basically, they're like, thank you for letting us loan your money. You're basically loaning money to the bank when you're having a savings account or checking account with them. Yeah, you can take that money out anytime. It's not necessarily your specific money, because once it goes in account, you know, it's free range. You know, it goes to them and they're doing different things with it to obtain more money and, you know, give out loans and different things like that. So they're making money off of your money, and that's pretty much why they're paying you some with the interest rate, is like a thank you basically. So they said they can change that at any time. And it says frequency of rate changes. Say we may change the interest rate on your account at any time. Just another, you know, reiteration of that right there. And the compounding of the interest rate here, the frequency. They state that interest will be compounded every month, and interest will be credited to your account every month. So that's how they're going to compound the interest. Sometimes interest is compounded daily, sometimes it's compounded monthly, depending on the account and the financial institution. Primis savings right here, they state that the interest is compounded every month and will be credited to your account every month. The difference between interest being compounded daily and monthly isn't that great. It's not really something that's really that noticeable unless you have a lot of money. And I'm talking about like millions typically in an account. Then you may notice something right there. But with it being compounded monthly, that's not like an automatic, like, oh, can't do it. It's got to be compounded daily, basically. That's not something I would write off an account for, basically, anything like that for me personally. So interest is compounded monthly right here with Primis savings. And then pretty much like all savings accounts is credited to your account every month as well. And it says effect of closing an account. If you close your account before interest is credited, you will receive the accrued interest. So you will receive the interest accrued up to that point right there. So additional terms right here, service fees not applicable, transaction limitations not applicable, so nothing right there. Incoming wire fee right here is 0, so no, that's free right there like they stated before. And it says fee schedule. It says see the fee schedule for other bank fees that may apply to your account. So we're going to check that out for sure. Let's check out the fee schedule. I have that open up here right here. Here we go. All right, so the fee schedule for this Primis savings account. I'm saying Primis. I'm pretty sure it's Primis because I think if it was Primis, it would be like Primus, right? I think so. Primis. Yeah, we're gonna go with Primis. I think that's what it states right there. Oh, there's one of my cats knocking over something. Didn't sound like it broke though. But anyways, all right. So here's the fee schedule right here for the Primis savings. All right, so assistance and servicings right here. So for a cashier's check, savings account only is $10. For expedited bill payment fee is $25, which some of this seems like it's going to be applying to a checking account because they have other accounts, not just savings accounts here. So like they say, for the cashier's check, savings accounts only, that's $10. So foreign check collection other than Canadian, $50 plus collection fees. Foreign check collection for Canadian, $20. Garnishments, liens, levies per item, $150. Notary services in person, $0. So they do have local branches right here, and we'll go into that as well later. So notary services in person, $0. Notary services remote online notary, that's going to be $15 for online notary services. NSF return item fee, business accounts only, $5. Overdraft item fee, business accounts only, $5. Reconciliation and research per hour, $35. That's like if you got a lot of things going on in your account, you need assistance for like some really like almost like what do they call it? Forensic, scientists of, because there's forensic in accounting and finance as well. Like if you needed more research done into your account like that, that's how much they would charge per hour for research of accounts like there, $35. And then return deposited item, that's going to be $10. And then a stop payment, which is for business accounts only, it's $5. And here we go for wire transfers. So domestic outgoing wire transfer is $5, and then an international domestic incoming wire transfer is $0. International outgoing wire is $35. A return wire is $2.50, and a reverse wire is $5. So there's that fee schedule right there. And they're stating this is accurate as of June 27th, 2022. So that must have been the last time they had any changes right here, because I'm recording this video right here on February 15th, 2023. And so there's their fee set schedule right there. Very interesting. So nothing's really standing out like, oh, whoa, red flag, red flag. When you have those free online checking or savings accounts, and it's like no monthly maintenance fee, no minimum balance required, nice APY, all those kind of things like that. Typically, there are some fees like this right here in the background. You have to maybe click a couple times to find them, but it's nothing like that really typically stands out like, oh, wow, red flag, I'm going to get charged something every month. These aren't fees that you're going to be seeing basically every month or at all, really. I mean, a lot of these services and different things right here, most people don't even use these services or don't do it, but it is nice for people that do. If you do wire transfers, some people do for sure. It is nice to see, $0 for incoming and only a few dollars for outgoing. So it's really no red flags right here like, oh, wow. Unless you did a lot of something on here, that really stood out, that would be like, oh, okay, maybe I need to look elsewhere. But it's definitely still nice to compare and contrast with different accounts and everything. So let's jump back into the account right here. So that is pretty much more information on the savings account. Let's just see what other kind of accounts that Primis has here. So it looks like they have a personal checking account, of course, a savings account we've been talking about, CDs, certificate of deposits, then they have a business checking and business savings, and they also have loans right here. So they have a mortgage right here loans, they have personal loans and business loans, and then it looks like they also have credit cards. So they have personal credit cards, business credit cards, and a business line of credit, and also the HELOC, the home equity line of credit right there. So they have other services besides just the savings account right here. And they also have an account just for doctors. They see, I saw that on the site, and this is their site right here. Their site is really neat. I like how dynamic it is. You start scrolling and things start moving around and loading and everything like that. Cutting edge technology, people-centered customer service, next level commitment to you. Really nice website. I like the design of it. And they have a mobile app on the App Store, the Apple App Store and the Google Play App Store. And they say, what's in the name? Primis means first. And we're the first bank to get it right. They say, so first as in one, number one. And so we've turned traditional banking on its head. We think, move, and innovate like a tech company to bring you sophisticated offerings that are super simple to navigate and use. And it's all backed by the FDIC. We may not be a traditional bank, but we're still a bank. Say bye to long waits, fine prints, and security concerns. Say hello to services that actually serve no matter the time of day. And some say we're doing things different. We say we're just doing things right. So that is neat right there. Let's check. Oh, here it is right here. Yo, this is where I saw the 24/7. So their customer service looks like it's open 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year right here. Even if it's 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever, you should be able to contact them, they're stating. So you can call them at that number, email them, or chat with them online. And they're on all the social media, it looks like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. So you can find more information about them right there on the socials. Oh yeah, and this is that other brand I was talking about that they own right here. Panacea, banking built for doctors by doctors. So this is a brand at Primis right here. They're saying we're not doctors and we may not know exactly what doctors need, but luckily Panacea Financial knows because they were founded by doctors. So that's really neat, an account founded by doctors for doctors. Very interesting right here. So if you're a physician, maybe something interesting to look at and learn more information. There's FDIC insured as well, up to $250,000 in loans offered in all 50 states and Washington, D.C. So that's neat. We're going to just see how it is to open a savings account with them. So let's just see, pretend, as if we were going to open an account with them, just see what they need, what they're saying up front and everything right here. So the Primis savings, a little bit basic, more information right here on that, 5.13% APY, $1 minimum. Let's open the account. And to help the government fight the funding of terrorism and money laundering, federal law requires all financial institutions to obtain and verify the record of information that identifies each person who opens an account. When you open an account, we will ask you for your name, address, date of birth, and other information that will allow us to identify you. We may also ask to see your driver's license or other identifying documents. Say, okay, that sounds good. So here's the information they'll need right here. Name, address, typical, social security number, or ITIN right here, the United States government issued tax identification number, date of birth, who you are, U.S. citizen, permanent U.S. resident, non-U.S. citizen, non-U.S. resident, right here, identification type, how you're going to identify yourself: driver's license, passport with photo, U.S. military photo ID, or U.S. state issued ID. Issue date on that, phone number, email, employment status. Are you currently or have you ever been a foreign senior political figure? Are you an intermediate family member or a close associate of someone who is currently or previously a foreign senior political figure? And pretty much standard right here with that. I'm going to fill out some information here. I may actually, open an account with Primis Savings eventually. Maybe, that 5.03% is nice. I mean, I'm earning 3.75% with the bank that I'm with right here. And I really like the bank that I'm dealing with. I won't say their name or anything because this video is all about Primis Savings. I'm not getting paid for this video or anything like that, but I don't want to, compare and contrast. It's not that kind of video, but I'm really like the account that I have, and I'm not leaving them or anything. And I'm earning 3.75% because it's not all about APY when you're choosing an account, when you have a savings account or a checking account or anything like that. It's about other things with the account as well, for sure. And so, but the APY is very important, of course, definitely for a savings account. But we're going to fill out the other information here. I'm going to fill out the other information here, and I'm going to that next page just to see what the next step is. And when you put in your employment status, it looks like they want some more information on that, just basic information. After filling out that basic information right there, the next step is to create a username and password right here. And it looks like they double check the email and the phone number. All right, and then they send you a code to your email address that you signed up with just to verify it, and it's a 6-digit code. All right, and I've entered that code, and then we've got some more information here. Will this be your primary account? Nope. Purpose of this account: savings. Primary source of deposit. Well, from salary, but I'm going to not make it. I'm not going to do direct deposit straight to this account, so I'm just going to say other right here. Well, we'll say salary because, I mean, it's coming from salary amounts or income. I have various income. It's definitely great to have various sources of income. And I won't go into detail about that in this kind of video right here, but it's a great thing to do. Don't just rely on one source of income if you can. If you have to for a moment or you have to for a while, whatever, of course, that's better than no source of income, but definitely try to have multiple sources of income, whether it be salary, investments, different things like that, and definitely have retirement income when that time comes. But for right now, we'll just do that. Salary for this here. Do you intend to use our mobile deposit services? Yes. Is this account to be used for business transactions? Nope. So now the next step is to fund the account. Where would you like to fund from? You can have up to 10 linked external accounts. So I have the link an account here. How much would you like to transfer your new account? So let's see what it says when you link an account. They have certain big banks right here. Search your institution. So they have various accounts right here. A lot of major accounts, Chase Bank, Ally Bank, Bank of America. Let's see, they have SoFi. They don't have SoFi, but you can connect with account number. So even though you can't find your account right here, you can just connect with the account number. So you can search. So with the routing number, that's going to tell them what the bank is. Basically, that routing number is going to be, okay, this is the financial institution, this is the bank. And then your account number is going to be, of course, your specific individual account number. So that should be an issue there. But I just want to kind of go over some of the basic, I just want to kind of go over the first parts of opening the account with Primis, so pretty typical information for opening an account with a bank or financial institution right there. And so let's go back let's learn more about information about Primis right here. So let's go about them. Their mission, their vision right here. While we're here, they want, when it comes to better features, benefits, and services, we say, why not? Why not fee free? Why not 24/7, 365? Why not new ideas, faster tech, bigger dreams, trailblazing tech? Looks like they're trying to be real tech focused right here. And there are solutions for all to entrepreneurs and side hustlers. We see you, or to simplify your business and your life. Expanded offerings, customer service, core values, leadership, accountable, inspired, imaginative, all in. They say our mission is simple. We create significant value for customers and shareholders by cultivating an unmatched team, providing unrivaled solutions, building close relationships, and putting our customers first always. Our vision is to be bigger, better, and more exceptional than our competition for our customers. All right, meet the Primis All-Stars. We champion passionate employees to build relationships, creating better value for customers and shareholders alike, the executive team. So here we have the president and CEO, Dennis Zimber Jr. He initially served as the CFO before becoming the CFO, so he was the chief financial officer. And let's see, he was a public accountant and then worked in the private sector for 10 years before landing at FRST Bank. Helped take the bank from $1 billion to nearly $17 billion in total assets. So he's not the typical banker stereotype. He thinks and acts way outside the suit and tie wearing baseline, and his gregarious charm, I like that word right there, that's that word you don't see all the time, charm and good humor feel more down home than multi-billion banker. As a child, his mom insistently reminded him he could be anything he wanted, but that maybe a lawyer or doctor would be better than race car driver or musician. And there's the EVP, Chief Financial Officer right there, Matthew Switzer. Barry Allman, Chief Retail Officer. All right, and the rest of the leadership team right here. Just kind of scroll by. Of course, if you want to read more information on any one of them, you definitely, check out the website. So it is nice that they have, the information on the leadership team right here. We can read more about them right there and see a nice picture of them. All right, and let's go to the board of directors. Board of directors, that'd be Rand Cook, and of course Dennis Zimber, the CEO. On the board of directors. All right. So there's the board of the directors right here. Looks like we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 right there on the website. Okay. And it looks like they are involved in the community as well. So that's neat. You see, got some information on that. Empowering women and girls. It's awesome. The Ford Foundation and Humankind. Sharpening minds for all generations. Helping out the school-age children, that's awesome as well. Community champions, some volunteering and everything going on there, that's awesome. So yeah, not just involved in money, banking, also in the community, so that's awesome. And this bank right here is mostly in the Virginia area. So if you're in the Virginia area right there, if you're in the state of Virginia, you may be able to find this bank right here. So there's various locations in Virginia. Like a lot of online banks, there is a headquarters where there may be other local branches and things like that. But outside of that, you're really not going to find anything. However, you will find, ATMs that you'll be able to use. And that's one thing I'm not finding yet with this company is, what about the ATM? Looks like the savings account does not come with, I haven't seen anything about the savings account coming with a debit card or anything like that, which is kind of typical with savings account because the main focus of a savings account is to save money. It's not to be, taking out money or, going to the ATM a lot or anything like that. That's a checking account. You want your checking account, of course, to have a debit card where you can, withdraw money and deposit money and different things like that at ATMs. The savings account doesn't look like there is a debit card with a savings account with Primis right here because I have not seen anything on the website or anything in the fine print about that right there. I'm going to complete my sign up with the savings account. If something changes with that and, there is a debit card or something like that, I'll definitely and leave a comment down below and let you all know, keep you updated on that. And I'm also going to leave a comment down below to let you know how quick it is to transfer money to this account and from this account as well. Now let's go to some more information because they recently changed their name to Primis. So right here, Sonabank and the parent company rebrand as Primis right here. This article right here is on March 31st, 2021. And they're saying a new vision for the company prompted Sonabank to rebrand itself as Primis Bank. Company's president and CEO Dennis Zimber said Wednesday in a statement about the change. The new vision centers around being innovative in the way we deliver more meaningful results to our customers and our shareholders, and doing so in a culture that is exciting and infectious. So it says the Henrico County headquartered bank, formerly known as Sonabank, is a subsidiary of McLean-based Southern National Bank Corp of Virginia, which changed its name to Primis Financial Corporation. The company's NASDAQ traditional symbol switches from Sona, S-O-N-A, to FRST. So they changed their ticker symbol right there on the stock market. And Primis Financial Corp reported $3.09 billion in total assets as of December 31st, with $2.44 billion in total loans and $2.43 billion in total deposits. Primis has 42 full-service branches in Virginia and Maryland. So that's where they're mainly located right there for their physical locations in Virginia and Maryland. So Southern National Bank of Virginia has some information on them right here. All right, so yeah, Southern National Bank Corp of Virginia. So that is the holding company of Sonabank, which is, now Primis Bank right here, a state chartered bank. So before it became Primis Bank, it was Sonabank, and their first branch was opened on April 14th, 2005. And that's from their parent company, the Southern National Bank Corp of Virginia, which is located in Charlottesville, Virginia. And let's check out this stock of Primis right here just to see some things right here. So currently trading at $12.19, and they have a dividend of 3.29% right there. So 40 cents a share on that dividend. And their market cap is 299.123 million. So market cap basically is the number of outstanding shares times the stock price. So that's how you come up with the market cap. And that kind of gives you an idea of how big a company is. So as of comparison, so you see, we'll say 299 million for the market cap of Primis Financial right here. Compared to, of course, well, this is pretty much unfair, but JP Morgan, Chase Bank and everything, that's the largest financial institution in the United States. And their market cap is $419 billion. So that just lets you know size-wise. But that's, like I said, that JP Morgan's been around forever, basically. Not forever, of course, but like for a long time. And so let's just say a smaller bank, you know, like Ally Bank, for instance. Their market cap, 9.67 billion. So you see way smaller than JP Morgan, but still larger than Primis right here. And we'll even go to a smaller bank right here. SoFi, you know, a newer bank that's smaller, 5.74 billion on their market cap, still bigger than Primis Financial. But a lot of times, you know, market cap, you know, like stock price right now, if a stock jumped up in price, you know, exponentially, that's going to make the market cap go up. So sometimes, you know, different news and different things are affected in that market cap. It's not all about just the size of the company, but it does give you an idea about the size of the company as well. So we'll go back here to Primis, FRST, and we'll just zoom out here on the stock, see how it's been looking the past 5 years. So of course, then when COVID hit, stock took a dip like pretty much most stocks in the stock market right here. Took a dip, went down to single digits for a little while. It recovered nicely though. And then it's kind of just been on a little downturn a little bit. So recovered from the COVID crash, but still not where it was before that. But there is the stock right there, 52 range from $11, about $14, almost $15 right there, 52 weeks. All right, and so that is the video right there on the Primis savings account. I just wanted to go a little more information on it. Number one on my list currently on the top 10 savings accounts ranked by APY. The Primis savings account right there, 5.03% APY, annual percentage yield. Wanted to give you more information on the account and the company itself. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Take care.